What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be showcasing my Battlewasp Ballpark Windwitch Speedroid deck. It's mainly a Battlewasp, but Battlewasp are kind of lackluster, so they need that little bit of extra help. So in today's video I'm going to show you what kind of cards what kind of little engines I run in this deck. But it's a fun concept. I'd recommend checking it out. It's not anything meta by any means, but it kind of base it's worked off is swarming the field with your insect monsters, which is kind of cool. So the first card we're running is 3 Shiny Black Sea Squatter. This one is a 2000 beat stick, and basically it's very easy to summon 3 of them in the one turn with Giant Ballpark, or you can keep special summon them with likes of Gawky Pole, but we'll get into that as we go. As well, you can do like rank 4 plays. The next card we have is Godarla, the Mystery Dust Kaiju. This is just to get rid of your opponent's tricky monsters, and sometimes you'll be locked into insect or wind monsters, and this kind of beats that because this is insect and wind, so you can still use your card. That's why we run that one. The next card we run is 3 Danger Mothman. So this is another insect monster, and for those of you who don't know about dangers, is you can reveal it, and then your opponent has to pick a card in your hand, discard 1 card, and if it is not Mothman, you get to special summon Mothman, draw a card. But if it is Mothman, everybody draws a card and then discards a card. But these are all just kind of like extenders, I suppose. Okay, the next card is the first of the Battlewasps, and this one is Blast, the Rapid Fire. So what this one does is when he's normal summoned, you can target level 3 monster, insect monster to graveyard, special summon it. And if this card is destroyed, you get to search a Battlewasp. So he can go into kind of with your tuner that we'll get into now. He could bring him back, sort of thing. The next card we run is 2 Twin Bow. So Twin Bow, you can special summon if there is another. During your main phase, you can special summon this card from your hand. You actually special summon it for free. I genuinely thought it said you could special summon if there's an insect monster in the field. No, you can special summon this card for free. Basically what you're going to be doing is searching it with the tuner monster, Sting the Poison. So when this card is normal special summon, you get to search a Battlewasp card, and you're going to be searching Twin Bow, and then you can special summon Twin Bow and then go into your level 5. That's the easiest way to do that. Yeah, then he has an extra quick effect that if, just say he is the only one on the field or something like that, you can just tribute him and negate an opponent monster effect or whatever. But other than that, he's just kind of he's your Stratos of the deck. You get to search any of the Battlewasp monsters, and he's kind of like a free level 5 synchro, I suppose. And the level 5 synchro is not too bad as well, so we'll go into them at some stage. The next card we have is 2 Pin the Bullseye. Pin the Bullseye, if you control another insect monster, you can special this card from your hand, and then you can inflict 200 damage just for free. But it's the level 1. You can go into kind of like just for it's good for link plays and stuff like that as well. The next in the Ballpark cards is Gawky Pole. So what this card is, if it's sent to the graveyard, you get to add level 4 insect monster, and if that monster is a normal monster, you can special summon it, and then destroy 1 monster on the field with attack greater than or equal to the special summon monster. So what you're going to be doing is you can either send Gawky Pole to the graveyard with the likes of Giant Ballpark, which is the field spell we run, or you can do other stuff like just if you summon it and then link it away or something, you can still send it to the graveyard, and you can special summon one of the Shiny Black Squatter, which is this thing. So this is kind of the engine that this runs, but you get to special summon him and then destroy a monster with 2000 or more attack, which is kind of nice. So that's what he does. The next is the Speedroid Engine, which is 3 Take Tomborg. So what this card is, if there's a wind monster on the field, you get to special summon it. You're locked into winds then. You're locked into winds to special summon for the rest of the turn, but he gets to tribute himself and special summon a tuner monster, Speedroid Tuner. So that's a Tri-Eyed Dice. It's just your level 3, I suppose. If you have something like a level 4 wind, which you do have a few of, and he special summons 7 and tribute, you still have a level 7 synchro then, and the level 7 synchros are pretty strong in the deck. Next we have a little Windwitch engine, which is, we have 3 Windwitch Ice Bell. If you have no monsters, you can special summon this card, and then she can special summon a Windwitch monster from your deck. So what you're going to be special summoning is Glass Bell, and when Glass Bell is normal or special, you need to add a Windwitch. So what you're going to be adding is Snowbell then, and this is a 1-turn Crystal Wing. If you do end up drawing one of the Ice Bells, so you just Ice Bell, special this, synchro these two for level 7, and then special summon Snowbell, and then synchro that away. Also, like if you control 2 monsters, you can just special summon this by itself. Yeah. So that was it for the monsters. The next card we're going to be running is 3 Revival Swarm. This is just a monster born for Battlewasps. It also has an additional effect. It can banish itself from the graveyard to make a Battlewasp indestructible for till the next turn. The next one to go with our swarming team is Summoning Swarm. Basically, if your opponent has loads of monsters, you can target level 4 Battlewasp monster in the graveyard up to the number of monsters your opponent controls and special summon them. You only activate that once per turn, but you can pretty much swarm the field if that is the case, especially if there's plenty of your opponent's monsters on the field. The next one is kind of the main card we base the deck around, which is Giant Ballpark. Well, a little engine of it, I suppose. So this is kind of every time there's battle damage, you can make it so you don't take battle damage, and you can send a level 4 lower insect monster from the graveyard instead. So the point of this is you can either send the Gawky Pole, which will then send the Black Squatter, the Sea Squatter. I'll just get them out so you know what I'm talking about. Where is this little fella? Gawky Pole. Right. Okay. So yeah. So the way Giant Ballpark work is you can send Gawky Pole, and Gawky Pole will then activate its effect to special summon the shiny Black Sea Squatter and then destroy a monster with 2,000 or more attack. You can do that, or you can do Giant Ballpark's second kind of effect is you can send shiny Black Sea Squatter, and then he can special summon 3 or 2 more from the deck. So you'll have 3 level 4 monsters that you can go into Exceed plays, or you can just have 3 2,000 beat sticks and go for sort of not an OTK, but close enough, you know. So that is the point behind that. It also has, if a monster you control is sent to the graveyard by opponent's card effect, except during the damage step, you can special 1 insect normal monster from your graveyard. So there you go. That is that. And then we have Terraforming to search that card. And we have Pot of Avarice, because we are going to blast through all our cards, because like that most of them are extenders. The only thing in normal summon kind of is the Battlewasps, which is your main synchro engine. But yeah, so that is it for the main deck, 40 card main deck. Now we'll get into the extra deck. So we have the 1 Ballista the Armageddon. This one basically just makes your opponent's monsters attack 0, and they lose 500 attack for each insect you banish. He can inflict piercing damage, and if he's destroyed, you can special him to 3 of your banished level 11 or lower insect monsters. So if you do banish like all your synchros insects that you've summoned, you can special them all back if it gets destroyed, which is kind of nice. Then we have the Conquering Bow, Hama the Conquering Bow. So this one actually, I'm not too sure on its effect. It's a level 8. If this card is synchro summoned using a synchro material, it can make a second attack during each battle phase. If this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can make all monsters currently controlled lose 1,000 attack. Your opponent controls to lose 1,000 attack. At the end of the battle phase, if your opponent would have taken the battle damage, inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each Battlewasp in the graveyard. So it's a nice card. It's not too bad. The next we have is Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Definitely one of the strongest cards. It just has a negation effect, and it can pretty much get higher attack than any special summon monster on the field. Next one we have is another level 8, which is High Speedroid Kite Drake. This one has the effect it can just destroy, wipe the whole board, or it can negate the effects of everything on the field. Clearwing Synchro Dragon, you use this to summon Crystal Wing. It does have an extra effect that if it's not a Link monster you're playing or an Exceed monster, it can negate up to level 5 or higher monsters' effects and stuff. The next card we're running is Wind Pegasus at Ignister. This is a wind monster, so you're not locked out of stuff. This one has, during the main phase, you can destroy all spell and trap cards your opponent controls, up to the number of at Ignister monsters you control, so you can destroy 1. If another card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect while this card is on the field or in the graveyard, you can banish this card, target 1 card your opponent controls, shuffle it into the deck. So it's a nice little extra effect. These are level 7s and these are level 8s, as you can see when we're synchro climbing. The next we have is the Battlewasp. So we have Battlewasp Halberd the Charge. This one is level 6. Once per turn during the battle, during damage calculation, if this card attacks an opponent's monster with equal attack or higher, Quick effect, you can half the attack of the opponent's monster. Not too bad. If this card inflicts battle damage, your opponent inflict 200 damage for each Battlewasp monster you control. So there's actually like, they all have that little burn sting effect. Then we have Azusa the Ghost Bow, which is your 1 turn sting to poison, because you can just summon the attack bow, or the twin bow. Is that what? Yeah, twin bow. You can search that from your deck and then special summon it and summon this battle up Azusa the Ghost Bow. So this one is when your opponent inflicts battle damage or takes damage from a Battlewasp monster, you can use this effect once per turn. Wait, what is it? Original attack. Oh, so you can inflict damage to opponent equal to the original attack of the monster. So he has an extra burn damage effect. When a monster is destroyed by battle with your Battlewasp monster, discard. While this card is in the graveyard, you can special summon this card in defense position. There you go. So they are it for your synchros. So the next we're going to go into is the Xyz. So this is Tornado Dragon. It's just for destroying back row and when you're locked into wind monsters. Light Dragon at Ignister, to help out with your Pegasus at Ignister. For damage, you can special summon one link monster from your graveyard. It just special summons link monster from the graveyard and just kind of not really much else. Abyss Dweller, just to negate your opponent's graveyard. And then because we can swarm the field, we're going to be running Nightmare Phoenix, destroy back row, Unicorn to bounce stuff, and last is Boral Sword Dragon, just to OTK kind of your opponent, especially since they're going to have probably a lot of lifelines gone with all the burn stuff. But yeah, so that was it for the video, guys. Please let me know what you think in the comment section down below. It's a fun little concept of stuff. Yeah, don't forget to check out my Instagram, YouTube, subscribe, hit the bell, do all that good stuff, and good luck.